on to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Red Raiders offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hate.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
He's got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Snagged in the middle, it's Proctor. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll go back to the ground. Smashes through. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He'll throw it. And that one's incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught close to the marker. It's Proctor.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders! What a grab and go for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Baylor's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. All all tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. The hand to the running back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down.
That might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot and maybe throw the football down the field. But woof, I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
They've been able to put together nothing. Now third and long from their own 1. Give to the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
He's right on target. The Bears get it past the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this out.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They want to just keep throwing it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Proctor. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Getting some heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Working that left side now. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're bringing heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build room.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that 1st half. And a compelling 1st half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day.
We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Picked off. Quick quick step and go. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 8 over the Coyotes. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver shows motion. Takes the handoff. It's Estes. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's looking for an open man on second down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. It's still third and goal. Got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw here on second down. Slings it downfield. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Going up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. It's on target and complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They want to throw it. And the timing just a hair off. Bunch formation for these receivers. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, and get that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Caught near the sticks. It's Proctor. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Handoff to the lone back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now 2nd down as they try to run this clock. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Bears! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 21 over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. The play action fake. He wants to go deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
What a great grab. This guy's been unstoppable all game long. Wherever he's lined up, the quarterback's been looking his way. I got to tell you, I would too. If you're going to make catches like that for me, I am going to force feed you the football.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll give it to him again. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Going to the ground. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Extending the play. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Lining up to add another. He wants to... They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out.
He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. On second down, just keeps firing. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left side. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Proctor. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.